And the reason why I want to talk about Ron DeSantis real quick, and I've told you guys before, Ron DeSantis is fucking awful, and I do think he's worse than Donald Trump. But let's hear what the number one political commentator, not of my generation, but perhaps of all generations, Joe Rogan has to say.
Yeah, so all this stuff is happening while we have a dead man as a president.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Are you throwing out
it's not fun.
Any support towards anyone, or are you going to hold off? And because I know, didn't Elon Musk come out recently for DeSantis?
Yeah, I think Ron DeSantis would work as a good president. I mean, what he's done for Florida has been admirable.
Look, I feel like I'm doing breaking news right now. Yeah. That wasn't even on purpose.
I feel like what he did for Florida, a lot of people gave him a lot.
This motherfucker had Bernie on, bro. He went from Bernie to DeSantis, bro. What is happening in this country? I swear to God. Why you cannot look towards like Americans and their political opinions. They have no backbone. They have no moral system that they're working off of. Holy shit. Joe talked about Roe V. Wade with Gina Corano. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God.
A lot of grief, but ultimately he was correct. He was correct when it comes to like deaths. He was correct when it comes to protecting our vulnerable populations. He was correct in terms of distribution of monoclonal antibodies. And he was furious when the government tried to pull those. They were trying to pull very effective treatments. You know, he is not perfect. He's a human being. But what he's done is stand up for freedoms. And people think that so there's some weird gaslighting shit that went on where people equated freedom and saying the word freedom to like right-wing bigotry and hate. It is so strange.
No one did that, Joe. Joe's talking about a dude that made it legal to run over protesters. Yeah. And also a dude that made it illegal for teachers to like be gay at school. Like be outwardly gay. Like that's awesome. Joe's like, I'm a libertarian. I'm a social libertarian. Like, or I just like, I don't really care. And I love Ron DeSantis, who made it illegal to be a homosexual teacher. You know, like I think that's like pretty good. I mean, he loves freedom. That's why he was free to hide the COVID deaths. And that's why he used his Gestapo police force to literally break into the house of one of the fucking data scientists. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like about Ron DeSantis. Like, you know, the fact that he is making it so that commerce, businesses can freely, notice the word free here, sue local governments if they like pass provisions and you know, things that like legislation that actually ends up hurting the profit of businesses, the profit margin of businesses. That's why I like Ron DeSantis, because he's free. Anyway, apparently Joe Rogan and Gina Corano had a wonderful experience together, and in the midst of the Roe v. Wade decision, Joe Rogan, who is in Texas, of course, that fucking pussy, who has daughters who are living in Texas, but of course they're shielded from the negative consequences of this if they were to actually ever have a horrific situation where they have to get an abortion. Okay, they could totally just travel because Joe Rogan is a multimillionaire. Not the same for like many Texan daughters that aren't related to a person who got $500 million from Spotify. But apparently he refused to talk about the Roe v. Wade decision, with the exception of this brief moment where he alluded to it. Let's see.
I looked at everybody while they were in like quarantine, and I was like, okay, that does not look fun. Like, You
mean trap with kids?
No, it just doesn't,
It's just not for you.
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be for you. I'm not trying to pressure you into having kids.
I mean, I feel like there's going to be a lot of kids that need adopting.
That's true too.
And I'm very, like, my heart would be so grateful to do that. But
bro, what? Broodmares. Straight up. Republican women are just like so brain broken. She doesn't realize like that she's basically saying like the primary functioning for women, primary mode of function for women is just being fucking baby incubators. Oh man, there's going to be a lot of babies up for adoption. It's crazy. There's going to be a lot of babies up for adoption. I should probably adopt one, you know?
I do.
That's beautiful.
I got a little bit of a young spirit. I want to travel still.
You know what the crazy thing is? Like, Amber Lee Frost on Chapa was talking about this, but like so many fucking Republican women have gotten abortions. Like, abortion is not a fucking partisan take. It's not a partisan provision. It's a medical process, okay? And of course, so many Republican women in red states have gotten fucking abortions. Okay. That's part of the reason why 70% of the country is like, yeah, you should protect Roe v. Wade. And I know for a motherfucking fact that if Gina Corano hasn't gotten an abortion yet, okay, she 1,000,000% would if she didn't want to have the kid. There is no way in which Gina Corano sits around and fucking carries a pregnancy to term. Why? She has money. She won't openly admit it. She won't admit it out in public. She might even come out against abortions like she is here. But fucking no, you just know for a fact. She did have an abortion. It's called her career. What do you mean? She has a robust career now. Wrong. She has a robust career now and fucking at the Daily Wire.